in this lecture we are discussing about the Brewster angle. Here this is the interface boundary between the two mediums. Here with permittivity is epsilon 1 and epsilon 2. Here when the if the incident wave if the wave is incident at the surface of boundary with some angle here it will not producing any reflected wave. It will not producing any reflected wave. Here the angle made by the incident wave at the boundary surface, that angle is called as Brewster angle. Actually, Brewster angle is valid for epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2 or epsilon 2 is greater than epsilon 1. Here actually this angle, Brewster angle exists only for vertical polarization. Here how we can calculate the reflection coefficient for vertical polarization? Here by using the formula. Here reflected wave by incident wave. Here ER by EI is equal to epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 into cos theta 1 minus square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1 by epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 cos theta 1 plus square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here for calculating Brewster angle, the reflected wave is 0. Okay, here means we are equating the numerator of this reflection coefficient to 0. It is here means ER to 0. ER to 0 means the numerator term to 0. Epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 cos theta 1 minus square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1 is equal to 0. It is. Here we are taking this term to right hand side. Here epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 cos theta 1 is equal to square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 sin square theta 1. Here now here we are applying squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Here means epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square cos square theta 1 is equal to square root to get cancel it is. The remaining term is what? Epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1 it is. Here cos square theta 1 is equal to what? How to write in terms of sin? 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square of 1 minus sin square theta 1 is equal to epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here we are multiplying this term with 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here we are multiplying this one with 1 means epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square, and similarly this with minus sin square theta 1 minus epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square sin square theta 1 is equal to epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here from this equation we are taking this term to right hand side and this term to left hand side it is. Okay, here means epsilon 2 minus epsilon 1 whole square, sorry epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square, we are taking this term to left hand side minus epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 is equal to we are taking this term to this side means positive epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 whole square sin square theta 1 minus sin square theta 1. Here we are applying square to the bracket it is, bracket terms epsilon 2 square by epsilon 1 square. This can be written as epsilon 2 square by epsilon 1 square minus epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 is equal to, here in these two terms common is what? Sin square theta 1 is common. Here means epsilon 2 square, here we are applying square, here it is epsilon 2 square by epsilon 1 square. Here sin square theta is common, theta 1 is common, minus 1. Okay, we are simplifying left hand side, LCM we are performing. Here LCM is what? Epsilon 1 square it is. Here epsilon 2 square minus Here epsilon 1 square, epsilon 1 square. We are dividing this epsilon 1 square by this epsilon 1 square. 1. That 1 is multiplied with epsilon 2 square. Here epsilon 2 square. Minus is there, minus. Here epsilon 1 is there. We are dividing this one with epsilon 1. Means epsilon 1. That epsilon 1 is multiplied with what? Epsilon 2. Here epsilon 1 into epsilon 2 it is. Here which is equal to sin square theta 1. Here LCM. Here also we are performing LCM. LCM is epsilon 1 square. Here epsilon 1 square divided by epsilon 1 square means 1. 1 into epsilon 2 square. Minus is there, minus. Here 1 by 1 it is. Here this epsilon 1 square is divided by 1 means epsilon 1 square. Here this epsilon 1 square is multiplied with 1. Here that is epsilon 1 square. Okay, on both sides we are cancelling the epsilon 1 square. Okay, and from this we are determining the sin square theta 1. Cross multiplication. Simply we are performing cross multiplication here it is. Here side sin square theta 1 is equal to epsilon 2. In this common is what? Epsilon 2. Epsilon 2 common means epsilon 2 of epsilon 2 into epsilon 2 remaining one more term is there. Epsilon 2 square means epsilon 2 we are taking common. Remaining term here is what? Epsilon 2 minus epsilon 2 taking common. Here remaining term is what? Epsilon 1. Okay. Here we are taking this term to this side means divided by epsilon 2 square minus epsilon 1 square. Okay. Here numerator is same. Epsilon 2 of epsilon 2 minus epsilon 1 by a square minus b square form. A plus b into a minus b means epsilon 2 minus epsilon 1 into epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Here epsilon 2 minus epsilon 1 get cancelled. Here it is. Here from this sin square theta 1 is equal to what? Epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Here from this we are taking this is the equation 1. Here from this we are calculating the cos square theta 1. Cos square theta 1 is equal to what? 1 minus sin square theta 1. We are substituting sin square theta 1 in this equation. Here epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 we are substituting. Here we are simplifying this equation. Cos square theta 1 is equal to what? LCM here we are performing. LCM is epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Where by 1 it is divided by 1 means epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. This is multiplied with the numerator term 1 it is. Here that is epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 minus here epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 divided by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 means its value is 1. That 1 is multiplied with epsilon 2 means epsilon 2 it is. Here epsilon 2 here get cancelled. Here it is plus minus sign it is. Here cos square theta 1 is equal to what? Epsilon 1 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Okay. Here now we are determining ratio of equation 1 and 2 it is. Here sin square theta 1 by cos square theta 1 is equal to what? Epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Sin square theta 1 value is epsilon 2 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 whole by cos square theta 1 value is what? Epsilon 1 by epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1. Here epsilon 2 plus epsilon 1 get cancelled. Here it is same value. Here sin square theta 1 by cos square theta 1 means tan square theta 1 is equal to what? Epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Here from this determining tan theta 1 we are taking this square to this side root. Here tan theta 1 is equal to what? Root epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Here theta 1 is equal to what? From this we are determining theta 1. Theta 1 is equal to what? Tan inverse square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Here this theta 1 is the Brewster angle. Next we are discussing about the critical angle or total internal reflection. Here if the wave is incident at the boundary surface with an angle of theta 1 there it will not produce any refracted wave. It is refracted wave. Here will not produce any refracted wave when epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2 it is. Epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2. Then that angle is called as critical angle. This phenomena simply called as total internal reflection. Here according to Snell's law, sin theta 1 by sin theta 2 is equal to what? Square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Here for a critical angle, epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2. Here theta 2 is greater than theta 1 it is. Here the theta 2 is the angle made with the refracted wave it is. If this theta 2 value is maximum, it will not produce any refracted wave it is. Here means maximum value of theta 2 is what? 90 degrees. Here theta 2 is equal to 90 degrees. Here it will not produce any refracted wave it is. Here according to Snell's law, sin theta 1 here means theta 2 is maximum value. Theta 2 is maximum value. Here for this maximum value, it will not produce any refracted wave it is. Here for this case, epsilon 1 is greater than epsilon 2 it is. The theta 2 maximum means theta 2 is equal to 90 degrees it is. We are substituting 90 degrees in this equation. Sin 90 is 1 it is. Here sin theta 1 is equal to what? Square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Here now we are determining the theta 1. This theta 1 is the critical angle. This theta 1 is the critical angle. Here we are determining this theta 1. Theta 1 is equal to what? Theta c. Here that is equal to what? Sin inverse. We are taking this sign to this side. Means inverse. Sin inverse square root of epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 it is. Here for this angle, there will not be any refracted wave will exist it is. There will not be any refracted wave takes place it is. Here this is about the critical angle or total internal reflection. Okay, next we are discussing about the surface impedance. When the electromagnetic wave encounters in a perfect conductor, the amplitude of the wave decreases. The amplitude of the wave decreases exponentially. Here this current induced by the electric field that exists at the surface of the conductor. That exists at the surface of the conductor. Here here now we are defining the surface impedance of that perfect conductor, impedance of that surface impedance of the perfect conductor. Simply it is the ratio of tangential component to the surface conduction current density it is. Ratio of tangential component to the conduction current density. Tangential component of electric field to the conduction current density. Here actually the conduction current density decreases exponentially. Here if the wave is traveling along x direction, here the conduction current density is given by what? Traveling in along y direction, conduction current density is given by, here J is equal to what? J naught into e power of minus gamma y. Here how to obtain the Js, conduction surface current density? Here we are calculating surface current density. How we can calculate the surface current density? We are integrating the conduction current density from 0 to infinity it is. Here means Js is equal to what? Integral 0 to infinity J dy. Here Js is equal to 0 to infinity, J is equal to what? J naught into e power minus gamma y dy. Here J naught is the constant I am taking out. Here now applying integration to e power minus gamma y with respect to y is e power minus gamma y by minus gamma. Here limits 0 to infinity it is. Here we are applying the here j naught by minus gamma is the constant term I am taking out and applying limits to e power minus gamma y. Here first of all we are applying the upper limit e power minus gamma into alpha, means e power minus infinity it is. Here gamma into infinity it is e power minus infinity minus the lower limit e power 0 into gamma 0 it is. Okay, e power 0. Here e power minus infinity is 0 minus e power 0 is 1. Here minus 1, this term is minus 1, minus into minus plus. Here j naught by gamma it is. Here j naught means at the surface, means 0 at the surface, means j naught we are defining j naught. Here this value is j naught at at 0 at origin it is. Here conduction current density at origin is j naught it is. Here means at the surface of the conductor. J naught is exists at the surface of the conductor. Here now we are calculating the j naught. Here how to calculate the j naught? J naught is equal to what? Conduction sigma into the electric field. Here electric field, tangential component of electric field that exists at the surface of the conductor it is. Okay, here sigma into E tangential it is. Sigma into E tangential. Here from this Js we are calculating. Js is equal to what? J naught is what? Sigma by, we are substituting equation 4 in equation 3. Here Js is equal to what? Sigma into E tangential by gamma it is. Here from this we are calculating Js. Here now we are calculating surface impedance. Here surface impedance is equal to what? Ratio of tangential component of electric field to the conduction surface current density. Surface current density. Surface current density it is Js. Here already we are calculating Js. Here we are substituting Js in equation 1. Here Zs is equal to what? E tangential by sigma into Js is what? Sigma into E tangential by gamma it is. Here E tangential get cancelled. Here we are which is equal to what? Zs is equal to gamma by sigma. We know the gamma value for different mediums. Here which is equal to what? Square root of j omega mu of sigma plus j omega epsilon by sigma it is. Here this is the surface impedance in different medium it is. This is the calculation of surface impedance in different medium. Here we are determining it for surface impedance for perfect conductors. For perfect conductors, sigma last tangent is very much greater than 1, means sigma by omega epsilon is greater than 1, means sigma very much greater than omega epsilon it is. Here means here sigma is greater value, conductivity of the conductor is greater than omega epsilon. Here it is greater value means we are neglecting this term in this equation. We are neglecting this term in this equation. Here means from the surface impedance, Z is calculated by using this formula it is. Here for perfect conductor, so sigma is very much greater than omega epsilon. Here we are neglecting this term it is. Zs is becomes what? Square root of j omega mu sigma by sigma it is. Here we are separating the root here. Here square root of j omega mu into root sigma by sigma it is. Here root sigma times sigma it is. We are cancelling this term. Root sigma times sigma it is. This is the root sigma. We are cancelling this term by using root sigma. Root sigma times sigma it is. Here this is root sigma. Here all are in roots it is. We are writing in single root it is. Zs is equal to what? Square root of j omega mu by sigma. Here Zs is equal to what? we are representing it in polar form. Polar form means magnitude and phase form it is. Here root I am here now we are determining magnitude of the term that is in the root it is. Okay, square root is same I am taking. How to determine magnitude of the internal term? Square root of real part square. Real part here is 0 square plus imaginary part square. Imaginary part is what? J mu by sigma whole square. Okay, here phase angle here how to calculate angle of this one? Root is there, means 1 by 2 tan inverse of real part is what? Imaginary part by real part it is. Here imaginary part is what? Omega mu by sigma by real part is 0. Here means tan inverse infinity. This is tan inverse infinity. Tan inverse infinity value is what? 90 degrees it is. Okay. Here this value is what? Omega mu sigma whole square it is. Square root to get cancel it is. Here one root is there. Root omega mu sigma. Here angle 1 by 2 90 degrees it is. 2 where 245 is 90 degrees it is. Here phase angle is 45 degrees it is. Here this is the surface impedance. Surface impedance in polar form it is. Surface impedance in polar form for perfect conductors it is. For perfect conductors. Here this is the surface impedance for perfect conductors in rectangular form. Here this is in polar form. Here actually how we can express ZS in terms of resistance and the reactive component is it is RS plus JXS it is. Here how we can write it one? Actually it is in polar form. We are converting it into the rectangular form it is. So how we can write it one? Square root of omega mu by 2 sigma plus J square root of omega mu by 2 sigma. Here we are converting this rectangular to polar form it is. Okay, rectangular to polar form. Here from this which is equal to what? RS plus JXS. Here RS we are calculating. RS is equal to square root of, comparing this equation with this one it is. RS is equal to square root of omega mu 2 sigma. XS is also same it is. Here this is about the surface impedance for perfect conductors.